I started Atomy in my 20s, and I'm still in my 20s. I'm Atomy's young leader, Sunhwa Ju. After I started Atomy Business, my annual salary was about $350,000 last year. In taxes alone, I paid about $50,000. It's kind of embarrassing to share my salary with you. I'm not sharing my salary to brag. Rather, there's one reason I want to tell you. It's the results from choosing Atomy. I just wanted everyone to see the fruits of my decision. After choosing Atomy, I've become financially stable. Right now, I have everything that I've always wanted. I'm living my dream. When I was a little girl, my family didn't have that much money. And I wasn't able to do all the things I wanted to do. So I decided to go into the beauty industry. Mostly it was due to the fact that my parents weren't that well off. I was self-driven to succeed on my own. For me, I really had no choice. As long as I never put those scissors down, I knew I could make a living for myself. That's what I thought when I first went into the beauty industry. When I started out, I was in my early 20s. However, the beauty industry, which I decided to commit to, wasn't as smooth or easy as I had imagined. It was just so hard. I would get up early for work and leave late at night. All day, I had to focus on work, and I was on my feet the whole day. I could never eat my meals regularly as well. I thought I would get sick and die at this rate. Those were the thoughts I had. Since I wasn't eating my meals regularly, I ended up with stomach problems. While I was a hairstylist, I was making $1,000 a month. Because I had some stomach problems, I had to get myself nice meals. And all in all, I didn't have any money left. I tried my best to persevere, but had to quit just after 6 months of working. One day, my mom invited me to the Atomy one-day seminar, saying, no matter what kind of life you will have, there's a seminar worth hearing out at least once. She said if I heard it, it might help me. That's how I attended my first Atomy one-day seminar. Without my mother's invitation, I wouldn't be here where I am standing now. I can really say that. After choosing Atomy, I can say I am living my best life, more than the dreams that I had before. Before I started Atomy, I dreamt of doing so many things when I was a little girl. One of them was traveling around the world. However, my family wasn't rich, so it was just my dream. I had lots of friends who were well off. Those friends always went on overseas vacations with their parents. Many of them even went abroad to study languages as well. However, I never traveled overseas before starting Atomy. Of course, in the past, I've never had a passport. But now, I get to live a very different life. Before, I never had a passport or even had been abroad. Looking back, I wasn't in the luxury to really dream. Now, I travel all around the world. Now I can say it's easier to count the countries that I haven't been to. If you look up at the pictures up here, I'm married and I have a child. Last year, I was promoted at Atomy, and I have been on the highly coveted cruise vacation. After starting Atomy at the age of 23, I was able to have my first trip with the money that I made. I went on vacation with my younger sister to Singapore. I still can't forget how moved I was. I was so happy. Traveling with the money that I had made, not my parents, was the vacation that I had dreamed of. Anyone can go on a vacation with the help of their parents. However, it's not easy for young people to prepare the expenses. I want to say that having overseas vacation while doing Atomy is the most meaningful thing for me. During this August, I stayed in Korea less than 10 days. That's because I had to attend the seminars in Japan and the US, and had to give lectures about what Atomy business is like. When you look at it, it wasn't just a business trip. But I was able to go to those places and sightsee. These days, my friends don't see me the same way. The reason for that is those friends all graduated from university and are all putting themselves on the job market. But it's not easy for them to get a proper job. The annual salary of mine is 10 times more than theirs. Of course, the way my friends look at me is so different now. Now they begin to understand the value of Atomy. I encountered Atomy when I was in my 20s. The dreams I have now are much bigger than when I first started out. I wanted to tell you the reason. A couple years ago, I've been sponsoring a scholarship for the school where I graduated from. Also, I am supporting about 50 children from around the world. This isn't just about me living a good life by myself. To be honest, I broke away from my past life to really start at Atomy. My lack of education was stopping me from the life I wanted. But now I can think about the lives of others. I want to tell you that I have the freedom to do that now. And when you look at it from that perspective, the fact that I can help those around me is so meaningful. Atomy is now much bigger than what I had imagined it to be. That's what I really want to tell you. To everyone sitting here today looking at me, I only graduated from high school. My resume isn't all that attractive, and my looks aren't either. And also, there's not much to me. But I came to know Atomy and chose Atomy for myself. It has really changed my life, and I'm up here to tell you that. Everyone here today, for your dream, your life, and to live a better life. I hope you'll take the time to think about it once again. I strongly recommend you look into Atomy as a tool for your life and dreams. I was such a small person before, but now I live a life that others can be jealous of. I'm living a life others only dream about. I hope everyone sitting here today will be able to dream that dream with me. A dream can come true and be your reality. I hope you can make it a reality. That's the end of my story. Thank you.